I'm not trying to offend people, but if you're offended by anything I say, it's too bad. I am not going to be politically correct so that you can be happy. All right? There was a time in America and in Western civilization when there was right and there was wrong. And we stood up for that. What was right was right. What was wrong was wrong. We had values and we stood by them. There was no relativism. And it goes for everything. All right, it goes for everything. You know, you want to be gay? That's your choice. But I don't have to agree with it, and it is wrong. It is a wrong behavior. Whether you look at it, let's even take religion out of the equation. Let's say you don't believe in any religion, you don't believe in God, you're an atheist. You obviously must believe in evolution. Well, if you believe in evolution, then the laws of nature are against homosexuality as well, because how could there be evolution if everybody was gay? Think about it. And you want to say that there's a gay gene. Well, we know for a fact that any gene, any genetic material that slows down the population, a certain population, that gene dies off, right? It's very obvious if you believe in evolution, right? If you believe in adaptation, if you believe in survival of the species, if you believe in all those kind of things. So obviously if gayness was a gene, that gene would have died out over thousands of years. It would have died out because simply gay people don't repopulate. Think about it, people. Now, if that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. There is no gay gene. All the gay people I know, the transgender people or people in attempt to be transgender, they all made a conscious choice. One guy said when he was 5 years old, he knew he was a woman. Think about that. 5 years old? What the hell do you know at 5 years old? Now the man is 45 years old. He's taking estrogen and hormone therapy. And you see him with his stupid ass pictures on Facebook. And he's the ugliest bitch I've ever seen. And he's trying to be a woman. Dude, you still have a dick. You probably will always have a dick. And you're a man who's fucked up mentally. Why can't we say that? I know another person who's gay. He turned gay because he was so fucking fat, no bitch would hang out with him. He had to pay for pussy. Yeah, he went to prostitutes. He got tired of paying for pussy. And it turns out that one of his best friends, a girlfriend, she suddenly became gay. He was hanging out with her, trying to get that pussy. He never could get that pussy. He turned gay. You know, he found that he could find people that wanted him if he was, I guess, whatever gay people do, doing the gay thing. Now, how fucked up is that? I know plenty of fat people who get plenty of pussy, right? Because it's all in the mind, right? How do you value yourself? Now, what happened to this person, this fat fuck, as a child? What did his parents do to him? What happened to him socially that he decided that he would be better off being gay than fighting, working harder to get a woman? Now, he was a, you know, I wouldn't say he's not an ugly person. He just happened to be huge, right? He wasn't a stupid person. He's actually pretty smart. He's actually very successful. And he's gay. That's a decision. That's a decision. Now, anybody who thinks that they're gay because they were born that way, there's got to be something wrong with you. There's got to be something wrong. Now, it may be a biological issue. Maybe your brain is effed up because hormones weren't produced in the womb that makes you think that, but that is a defect. Now, ordinarily, fetuses that have defects are aborted by, miscarriage by the body. The system detects that and says, hey, something's wrong here. Abort. Automatically. That's why many women have miscarriage. There's something wrong with the fetus. Sometimes there's something wrong with the plumbing or the blood flow or whatever it is with the woman. The fetus maybe doesn't attach correctly to the uterus, but pretty much if there's any genetic defects, that fetus is usually spontaneously aborted. We call that a miscarriage. All right, so did that piss you off? Did that offend you? Well, that's just too bad, because that's how I feel. That's the truth. That is the truth. That's the reality. All right, now we've changed our politics to accept this sort of behavior, say that it's normal, that we should accept that gay people have the right to be married, when marriage obviously has been historically and for thousands of years a contract between a man and a woman to raise children, right? That's why people got married, is because they had kids, usually, to have kids. Now, whether you have kids or not, whether you decide to not have kids or not, that's not the point. Gay people cannot have kids, period. End of story. So, biologically impossible. Do you believe in evolution? It's biologically impossible. So, we'll see what happens, but Holy Joe Rock and Roll, peace out.